Welcome to my AFL tips for round 16. We didn't have a great round last round, but let's have a look at how it went first before jumping into this round. So we only got 3 of the 7 games last round. There were some major upsets with both Geelong and Carlton going down. We also missed both of the 50-50 games. Didn't help with the tipping, still at the top of the tipping comp. Most people went similar tips, and a few people picked up GWS versus Gold Coast on me, but still leaves me a couple of points ahead on the tipping comp. That takes our overall record to 76 wins, 1 draw out of 103 games. So we're going at about that 75% hit rate, which isn't too bad for the AFL. If we have a look at the line and seeing how we went there, we went terrible. We only got Sydney and Western Bulldogs. Basically, we're going at 50 from 103, so not great, but we are taking every game there, so it's kind of just lining up with it. We definitely wouldn't want to be taking every game on the line. And if we have a look at what we actually bet on, it was a pretty shocking round all up. The whole round gave us a loss of 4.5 units. All of the value bets went down. Out of the 18 plus bets, we ended up losing half a unit. And where it doubled up on Carlton, it also took a loss, so that has taken that one back into the negative. So right now, out of the 3 ways we're betting there, the value is still up almost 2 units. Betting those that are 18 plus is up 3.5 units, and if you look where they both match, it's currently down, but hardly any bets on that one. Okay, so let's have a look at what we have today. Going into round 16. So the first game is as close to a 50-50 game as you can guess. I have gone Port Adelaide because they're at home. Second week there in a row. I've got them at 1 point. It's basically 50-50. Just got Port Adelaide because they're at home. I can't pick the sides here. Carlton had a shocker last week against North Melbourne, and if they play like that again, Port Adelaide win this easily. The odds are $1.78 for Port Adelaide, so they are the favourites, and the handicap has them at basically a 5.5 point head start. So had we gone there, you are basically looking at Carlton with the head start to win that one. If we looked at the next game, Sydney versus Western Bulldogs, we're going to take the Western Bulldogs. Sydney weren't that impressive last week against Port Adelaide, but they did get the win. It's a 64% chance of winning. We've got 14 points. Predicted margin for Western Bulldogs with $1.67 in the odds. 8.5 on the handicap means we will take the Western Bulldogs to cover that handicap. Gold Coast versus Melbourne. We're taking Gold Coast. 70% chance here. It's only 17, so it's not going to be a bet on the predicted margin. Odds are $1.42. The handicap has that at minus 17.5, which is right on where we're predicting this. So you're basically taking the Melbourne to cover that 17 points. Hawthorn versus North Melbourne. We're going Hawthorn. That's an easy one. 83% chance of winning. 33 margin. $1.18. The 32 points, they're just going to cover that by half a point, so we will take Hawthorn. Collingwood versus West Coast. Collingwood is a 95% chance of winning this. Teams do still lose when they're a 95% chance of winning, but they really shouldn't here. 56 point margin. They're $1.04 on the odds. We've got them not covering the spread, which is a 60.5 point margin by the market. So we'll take West Coast on the margin. Richmond versus Adelaide. We have Adelaide. It's an 80% chance of winning. 32 point predicted margin. $1.14. 37.5 on the spread, which means we will take Richmond to cover the spread. And Fremantle versus St Kilda, we have Fremantle at 72%, predicted margin of 22, odds are $1.31. Again, we're going to take St Kilda to cover the spread, so we've got the upsets on the spreads, we've got the underdogs. Looking at these 4 last games are all 18 plus tips. So if we had a look there and we win those, we'll basically get 0.67 of a unit back. Same for the value bets. There is only one value bet today. This is basically comparing the fair odds to the odds you can get in the market. If they do win, it will be a 0.67 unit win as well, and there is nothing for both. So that covers the AFL for this week. Good luck if you're having a bet. Good luck in your tipping comps. Hopefully we can have a much better week than last week, although I think everyone will take these teams here. The only game that will be different for tipping comps will be this Port Adelaide Carlton, and it's a coin toss. It could come down to a refereeing decision. It could come down to one mistake by a player at some point in the game. It is going to be a great game to watch, but I'm going to go Port Adelaide because they're at home. Let's see how they go. I'm going to get a video out with the cricket Crunchy Frog strategy very soon because there are some games going on, and the England versus South Africa test just finished. Try to get that out sometime today, if not tomorrow morning, nice and early. And I'm going to leave it there for everyone. Good luck if you're having a bet. There was one bet, I think, in the NRL this week after we had a heap last week that went quite well. So if you are looking for other bets, check out the NRL and cricket videos as well. And don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thanks everyone for watching, and good luck if you're having a bet.